Hey friends, welcome to my page, DIY Crafts with Dar. Happy Monday! Are you ready for some gnomes? We haven't done gnomes in a little while, so hey, it is time. I have 3 gnome ornaments and I have 2 gnome standers, and they are going to be so cute. And I'm thinking I'm going to make a big gnome sign that's just like one of the ornaments. Anyways, happy Monday. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. Mine was so busy. I was so exhausted last night. I came home and I fell asleep for a long time, like 6 hours. Yeah, pretty crazy, huh? Um, at least 5 hours, almost 6 hours. So I just was so tired. It's pretty exhausting carrying everything, setting everything up, and it was hot outside. So yeah, I got my booth done. I showed you guys my booth last night. If you missed it, just hop on the page and take a look at my little video. Give you a little video tour of it. I'm happy with it, but I can always make more stuff, right? I can always take in a few more things. So I could take some stuff tonight. I could probably also send some stuff with a friend since I won't be there for the craft show. I could probably send some stuff with a friend to restock. But anyways, guys, happy to see you today. Happy Monday. We're going to start this little project with these gnomes, and let's get started. And let me just share to VIP, but let me show you these guys. Let me turn them around. So we have 3 ornaments, and then 2 of the little ornaments I just enlarged and made into gnome standers. So, and I think I'm going to make this one into a bigger sign. I think that'd be cute for a sign. It says Gnome for Christmas. And then here's our little standers. One says joy and the other one is holding a gingerbread. So super cute. What do you think, guys? These are really fun. I like the little ornaments. They're perfect. I may look at them and see if I can make them just a little bit larger than that and still stay, within the same price range. Anyways, I have these available singly. I think they're no, wait a second. I didn't do them singly. I did this $9.75 for all of them. So that's like $3.33 something, or $3.25 a piece, which is not bad. That's not a bad price. And then these guys are $7.75. Or if you want both, it's $14.75. And my website is there. Let me just give you the link really quick while I'm at it. And you guys just say hello if you're out there watching, and we'll get started in just un momento. Oh my goodness, guys. Let me just find these. Oh, I need to go see if did I let the dogs back in? Stubby might be outside. I might have to go see if he's outside. I don't remember if I let him back in. He might be barking, wanting back in. Oh, there goes an alarm. Okay, sorry guys. It's going to be one of those days. I just know it. And I am live. Perfect. Perfect. Let me go ahead and give you the link. Okay, and I just turn down the volume. I think he's outside. I hear someone barking. Hang on just one second. I'll be right back. I let the dogs out to go potty, and then I got distracted. I think I forgot to bring it back in. Is Steffi outside? He is, huh? He is. Hey, buddy, come on. Come on. Come on, buddy. Hey, no, Steffi can come in. There we go. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Watch out, don't walk through there. Hang on. Oh, when did you do that? Okay, sorry guys. Yes, I totally forgot to bring Stubby back in. He can't go through the doggy door. So he was out there barking. I could hear him barking. All right. Okay. We're back. It's one of those mornings. It is a Monday for sure. For sure, for sure. Okay, here we go. Now we can get started. Let me put you back up to myself and let me say good morning. Hi, guys. Sorry. Life is that way sometimes. Oh my goodness. It's just that way. So crazy. Hi, Julie. How are you? Hi, Laura. Hey, Sarah. I know I have a lot of merchandise in my booth. I had to have enough because I have 3 craft shows. I have this craft show, then I have 1 week off, and then I have boom, boom, another craft show, and another craft show, 2 weekends in a row. And then I have, I think, 2 weekends off, and then I have 2 more craft shows. And then I have a weekend off, and then I have four craft shows in a row. Yeah. So so I have to be ready. It's just like this season starts and then it doesn't end until right before Christmas. It's crazy. So, hey Julie, how are you? Oh, it's your birthday today. Happy birthday. Hi Bridget. Hi Deb. Hey Cheryl, how are you? Hi Marilyn. A lot of work in the booth. I've been working for months getting stuff ready. Um, scroll. Hey Carol, how are you? Hi Carrie. I know, isn't it? Oh gosh, for sure. I'm so sorry. How are you doing, Carrie? It's got to be really hard for you. I've been thinking about you. It's so hard when you lose your puppies. It's just terrible. Hi Sandy, how are you? Hi Darlene. Hi Doris, my sister. Hey Stephanie. Hi Karen Ross. Hi Lynn, how are you? You didn't finish watching. I didn't put the link for the white shelves. I'll put them separate. If I put them here, I'll get lost. But I'll put the link for the white shelves. I really like them because they stack. So, hi Billy, how are you? The shelves are great. They fold up. So they fold flat. And I could demo that for you. Actually, once I put the link there, you'll see. So they fold up flat. And then you open them up and there's 3 shelves and you can stack them. They're stackable. So one on top of the other. It makes it about, I'm going to say it makes it maybe 6 feet tall. It's taller than me. So I'm 5'8", probably 5'6", really. I probably shrunk. Anyways, yeah, the shelves are really nice. And then I just zip tie them to the grid so that they don't fall over. You want them to be zip tied to something because you don't want them to fall on top of somebody because they could get top heavy. Anyways, they hold a ton of stuff, and then I love the crates too. So the little display, I picked up 4 more crates the other day, and it worked out perfectly, exactly what I wanted it to be. So I couldn't be happier. Carrie hanging in there is so weird. Haven't been without a dog in over 22 years. Oh my gosh, yeah, for sure. Staying busy. You have to. You just have to. It's so hard. It's just the hardest thing when you are missing your pets. I haven't been without a dog in forever. We thought once, we lost the 4 that we were just gonna wait and have, Stubby was gonna pass away at some point. We found out he had a tumor in his chest, but then we just couldn't do it. We got more. And now we have a lot. So, anyways, hey Shelly, how are you? Okay, let me go ahead and I will put these here and move them out of the way. And let's bring in the board. So we have quite a few things to paint, but they're same colors, so it should go pretty quick. I wanted to do the gnome standards and the ornaments at the same time because I'm using the same colors and that way I have to wash less brushes, right? So I may as well do it all at once. Okay, let's bring in our board and we will get all of our pieces on here. So these little stands, we only need 2 because we don't paint the bottom layer. And then I'll put myself up in the corner in a minute. And let's just dissect our gnome. So we have that piece, and we have a nose, and we have hands, and we have joy. That's going to be all in red. There's spacers. There's little spacers. Those don't get painted. We have the hat and the beard, the body, and the shoes. Okay, we might need a second board. We might. But that's okay. That's okay if we do 2 boards. I have the other smaller board right here. Just getting the parchment paper off of it. So maybe we'll do the ornaments on the smaller board. Okay, so our holly leaf, our hat, nose, hands, there's a heart, There's a gingerbread guy. There's a candy cane, a beard, and then another spacer. Okay, so let's do that. Let's bring in this smaller board to do the other ornaments on it. So, hey Sarah, how are you? Hi Tammy. Yeah, I'm so excited that I'm done with that part. I had to get everything set up, you know, since I'm gonna be away and won't be able to be at the show. I'll be at the Watts of Love weekend, and yeah, a lot going on, guys. There's just a lot to get ready. Tons of things happening. Yeah, but it was so nice to see my friends. Oh my gosh, I love catching up with my friends at the craft show. Sometimes I talk too much. You never do that, right? You guys never do that, right? Okay, and then let's take this guy apart. I might have to look at my cheat sheet to put him back together. There's a lot of little pieces, but hands, and so basically this same thing as the standard, and then there's a spacer, beard, but this is the ornament. So you can tell because it has a little hole and it's smaller. Okay, and here's this guy. There's hands, and there's a nose, and there's the holly leaf, there's a hat, the word joy, and shoes. Okay, all right, so let's just get started. Oh, happy Monday, Denise. How are you? Hey, Sarah. Hey, Tammy. Carrie says we said we're going to take a break from having a dog for a while, but not sure. I know. No, I totally get it. Yeah. Carrie, you have to take a little bit of a break, and then you know what you got to do. You just got to follow your heart, and you know even if you foster one for a little while and see if it's what you want to do. I know it's just the hardest thing to deal with. I can't be without a dog. sadly, I can't be without a dog. It just doesn't ever work for me. And look at me now. And dogs are a big commitment. You don't take it lightly. Okay, so slate gray. Oh, let me put myself up in the corner. I mean, I know I have a lot of dogs. And I got to make this smaller so you can see everything. Let me scooch this up. Let's try to get this so that you can be as close as... That's another alarm. I'm going to have to make sure those are shut off. My time is a little bit off today because, like I said, I fell asleep when I got home from the craft show, and then I woke up at 11, and I just never went back to bed. I've been up ever since. So my alarms are going off. I never got up from them this morning because I was so awake. Hi Janine, how are you? Okay, this is slate gray. So, you know, I think of the dogs that I have. It's a commitment. It is a lifetime commitment. It's a lot of dogs. It's a lot of dogs. You know, things happen. Sometimes dogs don't live their full life, but little dogs generally will live to be 15, 16, 17, 18 years old unless they have things wrong with them. You know, they live a long time. Okay, so slate gray for that. And then, which one? One of them has slate gray. Oh, this one has slate gray for the body. Okay, so the body part's the bottom part right here. So his little outfit. Same thing with the gnome underneath, but we're gonna do this first. We'll do this sheet first, and then we'll go to the standing ones. Okay, as I choke, sorry. Yeah, let's get some white. We're gonna do beards. Let's do all the beards. Oh, we probably don't have to get, I think. White for the beards. Come on. And I have another thing of white in case I run out. So beards and the snowflakes. So how was your weekend? What's Up Love weekend is the one that I earned for free. It is in Illinois at a VRBO or Verbo, however you want to say it. Verbo, VRBO. Yeah, so it's a girls weekend, and I earned a free trip, so I must go. So the craft show is one of those that they just take the money at the register, so I don't have to be there. I just have to pick up at the end. So anyways, that's the way that is working. And let me just keep going. Let me try to focus on this. Let me make sure I'm painting the right stuff. Let's see. I always said my next dog will get an older dog from a shelter. Oh yeah, yeah. You don't think you'd foster, you'd fall in love. I know it happens. It does. I know. That's what happens to people is that they call them foster fails because they can't foster. They fall in love with them and they adopt them. Yeah, exactly. So there's so many. There are so many dogs out there that need a home. I don't know what is going on in LA. It just kills me. There are just way too many dogs that are being put down because owners just are not responsible. And my theory, so this was warm beige. My theory is that during COVID, people were home and everybody's like, "Oh, let's get a dog. We've never had time, so let's get a dog now." And so there's all these dogs in these homes from when people were home when they had when you know COVID 2020 all that stuff was going on. And now people are back to work and they're like, "Oh, it's not," they'll say things like, "It's not fair because I'm not home and I feel bad for the dog and so I'm going to rehome the dog," or they just let it go and they don't go and retrieve it if it gets lost. So that's my theory is that people got dogs when they shouldn't have, you know? Okay, so red and red and red. So we're going to use country red, and then we'll do the stripes on the candy cane afterwards. We have to make sure that this is, um, let's see, am I doing the right ones? Hang on a second. Which one is, oh, this one's green. Okay, it's this one. This one's red. Okay, red over here. I'm glad I looked. But that's my theory is that so many people got dogs then, and people are breeding too. Let's see. Just put one down. Rescued or oh yeah, yeah. It was hard, Carrie. Man, it's just so sad. Sarah, where do you fly into, and how do you dare? Oh, and how dare you? You have to. Oh, um. So we fly. Sue's going with me. Sue's my plus one. Sue's my plus one, and we fly into Midway, and then we drive from there to the city in Illinois. I can't remember the name of the city. It escapes my mind right now. But yeah, so we fly into Midway and then we drive from there. So we could fly into O'Hare. It was actually the times and everything was better going into Midway. So going into O'Hare, I think it was more money and it just didn't work as far as the times. Okay, so the red is country red, but you can use any red you want. Absolutely. And then so there's a rescue here. It's called Frosted Faces, and they adopt a lot of older dogs, and then you can adopt from them, and it is all older dogs. So it's in Ramona. If anybody's here in this county and they're listening and they're here in San Diego, it's in Ramona. It's called Frosted Faces, and you can donate to them. They find homes for dogs that are in the shelter that are going to be put down, but they are older. That was Golden Brown. They're older dogs that still have some life left in them, and they deserve to live that life out instead of be euthanized. Okay, Hauser medium green. I'm going to stand up for a minute so I can see what I'm doing. Hauser medium green for these. Okay, and then we're going to do, we have underneath of this, we have gnome standers. But I decided that I'm just going to do the ornaments first. We're going to get those done. Okay, so this is Hauser medium green. Okay, what else is that color? The body here is that color. And then this body too. So Hauser medium green. So you thought your dog got out and ran away yesterday. I was out looking for him. And he was hiding in the house. Oh my gosh, I would have been so panicked. I would have panicked so badly. I know. I worry. I worry. So I've locked. I just the other day I locked Darcy in my room by accident. And I was like, "Where is she?" Yeah, she was in the room. Totally. Totally. Okay, the feet, the shoes are going to be black. So we'll do those black. We will need 2 coats of some of these colors. So we're just getting our first coat. This is going to be a lighter green. We're going to do aloe. Okay, so we're doing ornaments first, and then basically it's the same gnomes, and they're going to be standards. So aloe, and then shoes will be black, and we'll do our second coats on everything. Okay, so this is aloe for this hat, just a lighter green. Okay, and then let's dry this really quickly so we can do all of our second coats. Make sure we got everything where it's supposed to be. We do have some little polka dots to put on. There is like a piece of hair on that. It's like flipping around. I still got to do the black on the shoes, but I figured I would get this dry so I could do second coats. I need to do the stripes on the candy cane. White always needs at least 2 coats, usually 3 coats. Okay. All right. Hi, Pam. How are you? Happy Monday. It is Monday. I missed part of here, so I'm just going to just need to get right there. Don't want to really do too much, but I did miss right there. Okay, let's do our white. Let's do second coats of white. We're doing gnomes and gnome standards. And my day's a little bit off. I'm probably going to end up having to take a nap this afternoon. You know, once my time gets off as far as sleeping, it's off for a few days. So I just was so exhausted. I got home from my craft show last night from setting up. I got done. I must have got home fairly early. I actually think I got home probably at 4:30, and by 5 o'clock I was asleep, and then I woke up on the couch at 11 o'clock. I slept that long, and I got up and I worked all night. I didn't go back to sleep. I started getting stuff ready, getting more files cut out, getting a few things painted. I can never have enough stuff for my craft show, so I painted that the wrong color. That's supposed to be aloe. Okay, we're going to go back over that. Oops. It will be fine. Where is aloe? Oops. It's fine. It covers. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me do my gingerbread, a second coat. We got to do our red, a second coat. And okay, so I extended the deadline on the sale. It's still going on because some of you guys sent me messages and you were having a hard time with it. A couple of people, their shipping address was not. They've had me ship stuff before, but now it says that they can't. We can't ship to their address. I don't know what's going on with it. So those people, I have to send them an invoice through PayPal or take a payment over the phone. So oops, that's gonna be black. So anyways, I extended it to tonight because I wanted everybody to have a chance to get what they wanted, and plus I just added all these guys. So if you want to order on the website, let me just give you the link again. Here's these ornaments. Let me give you the link for that. And for orders $25 or more, you get 25% off. And it does not include the monthly kit. Hey Cindy, how are you? Hi Vicky. Looking up to see if did I miss anybody. Oh, Midway's smaller, but you like it. Okay, Sarah, good. I haven't flown in there before, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. You know what? We just wanted to do what was easy for us, and we could get the flights that we needed because I have to be back to pick things up Sunday morning. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how the flights go. Yeah, I have to be back first thing because she's allowing me to pick up the day after, and we'll see how that all works out. Anyways, let me go ahead and I need stripes on my candy cane. I need little red dots on the holly leaf. And it's kind of a challenge at the church because they have a new organization that has come in there. So the church is renting to a school, and the school school is being a little bit more picky about when we're renting the facility. There's kids there, and we have to work around their schedule. So it's just a little bit more difficult for us for the craft show. Okay, there's the little dots for that. Now we're going to do the stripes on the candy cane, and then we will, I think what we should do is we should set this to the side and we'll assemble everything together because we'll have to ink everything. So I'll just move it and we'll do the little standers underneath. But let's do this. Let's do the stripes on the candy cane really quick right here. Let me just grab my brush and do that. All right. So what'd you guys do this weekend? I missed you guys. I feel like I was just gone so much. And when I was home, I was exhausted. It's my first craft show after having surgery, and I was really careful about what I lifted. I had one thing that I just needed help with because when I put my table up, I'm used to just kind of lifting my table up in the air and flipping it, using my arms. And I was like, well, that's probably not smart, Darlene. You probably need to ask somebody to help you do that. And there's always someone around that will help. That's the nice thing about this is that I have a lot of friends from years and years, and if I need something, then I can ask them. I don't feel bad about saying, hey, can you just help me with this one thing? So, and I packed my boxes all really light. I had bought new boxes that were half the size of my normal boxes, and so it just meant that I had more boxes to handle, but they didn't weigh as much. So that was a good thing. Okay, let's set this to the side and let's do our little guys underneath. We're going to do basically the same thing. So let's get started. Let's just start at the top. Let's do our black for the base part. So these guys are gnome standers. The others are gnome ornaments. And I wish I had time to do a whole bunch of these guys, even though I have a lot. So I can't think of anything I really need at my craft show. But here's the thing is that I have other shows coming up, and so it doesn't hurt to have back stock under the table. If I sell a ton, you always want your shelves and your grid to look full. You don't want things to look picked over. It's not a good thing to say, oh, I sold everything. I have had a show before where I sold almost everything. I had like 4 or 5 things left. It was a show that I dropped things off, and then I went to pick things up, and I was heading straight from there to another show to set up, and I was not able to because I sold everything. And that was not a good thing. And the lady that ran the craft show thought it was wonderful. I was like, that's not good. I'm supposed to go set up another show. All right, let me grab a drink of water really quick. Sorry. Hi, Tina. How are you? We're doing Christmas gnomes. My throat is really dry. I probably talked a lot at the craft show. Probably. Okay, let's do white because we know white always needs a couple of coats. So let's do our white. So we need beards are white. What else is white? I don't think anything else. Oh, candy cane. Yeah, beards and candy cane. All right. Oh my goodness. Well, the puppies were good. They did not get into anything else yesterday. When I got home last night, I was like, please don't let me walk into a disaster. My problem is that Stubby can't get out the doggy door. I do have pee pads down. I have the ones that are washable. So I invested in a bunch of them because I used to have the ones that were they look like the blue things like from the hospital, like that, the blue pee pads. They would shred them. so my dogs were all good until Annie and Riley came along, and Annie and Riley just they just really get into trouble. I have too much paint. I'm going to put a little bit over here on my dish. I have way too much white paint on there. Yeah, they love to shred things. They love to chew everything up. Yeah. So anyways, they were good. I gave them the bully sticks before I left, And I was like, oh, great. I probably shouldn't have done that. But they were really good the whole time. So I was happy for that. Okay, I need a little bit more of this. This is my Hauser medium green. Hey Barb, how are you? Happy Monday. We're just making some gnomes. Got some gnome standers, and then I have some gnome ornaments. We already painted the ornaments. We'll go back and we will ink everything together. Okay, what needs to be green? Let me look. Which one? Which one needs to be green? The one that has the shoes. Okay, so one has shoes and one doesn't. Oh, this one needs to be gray on the bottom. Okay, so this one is green on the bottom. Need some more green paint. Okay, so green on the bottom. And the one that's green on the bottom has a red hat and is holding the word joy that's red. Okay, perfect. So the body on this one is gray. So we'll do gray on the body. It doesn't have shoes. So one has shoes and one doesn't. I guess he just couldn't afford shoes. I don't know. he was yes, Annie and Riley are the Compton twins. Yeah. They're the ones we rescued from a bad breeding situation there. We knew that they were in a really bad situation, and yeah, the home was terrible. They were infested with fleas. Oh my goodness. Yeah. They are quite the pair. I mean, they are twins. They're sisters, so they are twinsies. I guess that makes them double trouble. Okay, this hat's red, that's red. And then we'll do our stripes on their red. Okay. Yeah. They are always getting into trouble, I tell you. Sometimes it's really frustrating. Sometimes my husband's like, we can't have anything nice, because I mean they tear things up. So, but they're seeming like they're okay. I gave them lots and lots of pumpkin after they chewed up that box, and the box had sheets of magnets in it. I couldn't tell if they'd eaten any of it, but there were definitely teeth marks in it. I fed them, between the 6 dogs, they got 2 of those large cans of pumpkin in like a 6-hour period of time, and they were pooping orange. So it went through them. So it's a good thing. It was a good thing. When you start seeing that, you know that they're okay. They're going to be okay. There were not any other issues. They're just always into stuff. Okay, so this is my, what is this? Warm beige. Warm beige. My red was country red. So warm beige for this. And we will do, we have to do the heart. The heart's going to be red also. Red heart. And then we'll do aloe. We'll do honey brown. We do have to do details on our gingerbread. So, let's see. This heart is red. Sounds like us. I have all 4 kids at home. I know. Just always into trouble, right? I was always the troublemaker. Hey, Linda, how are you? Happy Monday. I was always the one that caused problems. Unfortunately. Yeah, I was. My sisters can attest to that. My older sister especially, I was a terror. I really was. I wasn't nice to her. Poor thing. Once upon a time, we were having a little fight, and I didn't know it, but I broke her fingers. We were playing, and I squeezed her hand too tight or something. I don't know. It was terrible. It was terrible. I felt horrible. Yeah, but we were just playing around, and I got a little too rough, and I broke her fingers. Okay. All right, let's dry this. We'll put our second coats on, and we will do some of our detail. Looks like stuff. I have hair flying around. Yeah, I'm sure it's mine. No one else's. It couldn't be anybody else's. Oh my goodness, guys. So this week's going to be a really busy week. Crazy time. You know, I'm looking forward to being able to get away with friends and do some fun stuff. Always hoping that things work out just the way they're supposed to. You never know. I am one that if things are supposed to work out and I'm supposed to go and all of that, it's going to happen, you know. I really I don't stress and worry about things. If something comes up and I'm not able to go, I don't worry about it. You know, that is life. Okay, there's always a reason. There is always a reason that those things happen, right? So, okay, let me go ahead. Let's do our second coats. Hands, nose. So these are available already on the website. So it's $7.75 each for the gnomes, or $14.75 for both of them. And they're decent size. I think they're 8 inches tall. I made them pretty tall. Okay, this is our Hauser medium green. Might need some more. I want it to be really solid. Okay, we got to do all of our white. Another coat of the white. Get some of this over here, because I had extra on the brush earlier. So white beards. We'll need extra coat of the red. Most of the times, I just put an extra coat to make sure it's really solid. I don't want to see the wood underneath on these. I want it to be really solid, but I want to be able to see the scoring, so that if I need to put like the stripes on there, I want to be able to see that. Okay, so red. Okay. Let me go ahead and do second coats on that. And then we'll dry. I need to do my berries on my holly leaves, and I need to do the stripes on the candy cane. So I'm hoping that my chocolate tour order is going to ship. I looked and it hadn't shipped yet. The kits and caboodles, it hasn't shipped that yet. It's still in the queue. All right, let's get a little bit more red. I need to do the berries on the holly leaves, and I will need to dry before I do my stripes on the candy cane. We do have the gingerbread. We need to do our details on that. Oops, almost spilled that. So I got my holly leaves right there. I just use the end of a paintbrush. You can do that. You can use a stylus, whichever works best for you. Usually for the bigger ones, I'll use the paintbrush that's round. Okay, let's dry everything, and we'll do the stripes on that, and then let's do our detail on our gingerbread for both of them. Let me see here. I think I need to do a second coat on this one right here. This is the one that is aloe. Oh, I didn't do a second coat on my gingerbread. Hang on. And then we'll dry. I think I got everything now. Okay. It's Monday for sure. It's definitely a Monday. But that means I made it through the weekend. So I knew last weekend was going to be super busy for me, and my husband's out of town. He's still at his mama's. Well, he's not at his mom's. He's in Prescott. That's where he went. He went to her 75th birthday party. It was a surprise, so I really couldn't talk about it until after. But he's been up there in Prescott, and it was a surprise. She didn't know. She didn't even suspect. They had all sorts of friends and family come in town. I didn't get to go because I had craft show set up, and I had the dogs. So I didn't get to go. I'm trying to get those berries to dry. Okay. All right. Let's do our stripes on our candy cane, and let's do our gingerbread. We're just going to scooch this up a little bit more. I'm going to grab my gingerbread off the other board so we can do all of that at once. Okay. So there is a heart there's a heart. Okay, do I have a little brush to do the cheekies? Don't know if I do. I'll just use a Q-tip. Q-tip to the rescue. And then I'll need pink paint for that. Let's see. Where is some paint for that? Let's use cotton candy. Okay. All right, let's do our stripes. So, all right, what are you guys got going on this week? Who has something fun? Anybody? Anyone have anything fun going on this week? Are you traveling anywhere? Just me and Sue. And a few others. Quite a few people. Darlene Keegan, Janet Solis, Lisa Marshman, SPG, Brittany Wilnauer. I am going to miss my good friend Tracy Wagner. Wishing you were there, girlfriend. She resigned from Talkator this year, so she's not in there. So sad. Last year she was my +1. We had so much fun last year. We flew into O'Hare. We went early, so there were, and Thelma's going to be there. Oops, I think I painted the wrong one. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. I'm trying to figure it out. So red, white, red, white, red, white. Thelma and Debbie Mosier. Trying to think of everybody that's going to be there. A lot of people. There's going to be a lot of people there. Yeah. So, Angie and who else? Brandy. Okay. All right, let me just pull this off the side. I'm going to put it up here so I can dry it. And then, done with that. Okay, I'm going to do the cheekies because I need to do that first. And then I have frosting on here and some little buttons. Button. Who wants the button? Or who has the button? Let me see. Black buttons and black eyes and white frosting. Okay, but I'm going to do cheekies. So I need to get some paper towel. I don't have my dauber in here. I'm just going to use a little, I'm going to pound the end of the Q-tip down to make it kind of round. And I'm going to use that to make the cheeks. I just have some pink here. So I'll do the small one first. And then I'm going to do the bigger gingerbread. Yeah, I'm working on my, I have a craft project that I'm taking to the weekend thing. So I'm working on that. I always like to have something fun to take for people to work on. We have craft time, which is fun. Last time I took a puzzle too. Okay, so there's that. Then I'm going to use a stylus. Okay, so I can get some white paint and I can frost it with it. You're heading to St. Louis Sunday for a week babysit. Oh, fun. Nice. Come on. I know there's some white in there still. There you are. There you are. Well, that should be fun. I know. I think those things are great to be able to do that as a grandma. My mom used to help me out every now and again, but it usually was when I was sick and had a surgery or something like that. When my kids were really little, we would meet them in St. George, and they would take them for the summer for like 3 weeks or 4 weeks sometimes. Yeah, that was always nice. It's always nice to have time. When you're a parent, you need to have time. Okay, I need to kind of smooth this out. I didn't do it how I should have. I'm going to go back over the top part. We all need to have someone to help us out, whether it's a friend or our parents, to give you a break. When you're a mom, oh my gosh, it's so important to have that time away. Like, just like me now, I mean, it's important for me to have time away from my job and my puppies and all of that. I enjoy being able to just get away from the house and go to my craft shows and be able to see my friends and spend time away from the house. Even though I don't have children anymore, I just need time away. I need time away from the dogs. Okay, I just did all the frosting. I used a stylus to do that. Let me get the eyes, and oh, I need a little bit more black. You think you need to take things to paint? Oh yeah, take a few things to paint. Definitely. I would, because, and maybe projects for them. How old are the kiddos that you're going to be babysitting? Are they still little? Would they like painting, or are they older? I know my grandkids love doing art projects. So it's funny because my kids are not really artistic, but my grandkids, so it's like it skipped generation, a generation. My grandkids love to create all the time. All the time. So they come to my house and they're instantly into the crayons and the markers, creating stuff, or Play-Doh, always wanting to do something, which is great. I think it's good for them. I was creative like that too. I always had to be doing something. My thing though, I was a little weird because I love to sit and paint on Saturdays. I would watch TV and I'd paint along, and and I know that's kind of odd, but I oil painted at a very young age. And I was able to buy my own stuff. I babysat, so I was able to buy my oil paints for myself, spend my money. I'm sure that somewhere deep in the storage unit, that my parents still have a storage unit that hasn't been cleaned out yet. I am sure there's some of my old paintings in there, because my mom saved everything. She was like, "Don't you want to keep that? You might want it someday." And here I am, 60 years old, and she probably still has it in there, even though she's gone. The storage unit has not been gone through that I know of now. And for because they would say, "We can't get rid of it because mom will know." And I'm like, how's she gonna know? She doesn't remember what she had for lunch. How's she gonna remember what she has in a storage unit? So yeah, it's time. I need to go help my older sister go through all that stuff. Okay, I think is that heart? Okay, hang on a second. Let me see. Oh, I think that maybe there is supposed to be a tiny heart. I'm just gonna paint it, because actually there is not. Is there a small heart for that? I'm looking for the small heart for this. I don't think that I cut out a small heart for the ornament, because it was pretty small. I'm just gonna paint that one. There is a small heart for the gnome one. Okay, so I got him painted. Got all that detail. Can you see it? So there they are. I love this. 2 girls, 6 and 4. Oh yeah, they would love to probably paint with you, or with markers. Markers would be great. You do that for your kids because you remember when mom. Yes, it is a big deal, for sure. It's, yeah, I know that they appreciate it. Okay, let me drink some more water. Sorry, I got a little bit dehydrated this weekend from setting up the craft show. It was so much work outside. Okay, let's dry this. And there is a heart that gets glued onto there, so we won't worry about that. We're going to dry, and then we're going to ink. And this is going to be so cute. So the small one it goes on the ornaments that we painted first. So we painted ornaments, and then we did the standing gnomes. So we have 2 projects going on here. I think I should give these gingerbreads a smile. I love for my gingerbreads to have a smile. Okay, I'm going to dry those berries again up there. I just kind of think that a smile is, every gingerbread should have a smile. Don't you? Don't you think so? It's totally up to you what to do, if you want to or not. Okay, that's pretty dry, but those little black dots, it takes a while for them to dry all the way through. So you still want to be careful with that. Okay, I'm going to get a marker. Thank you. I love them, Cindy. They're so fun. Okay, I'm going to do a little smile on here. Is it dry enough? Okay. Yeah, okay, so just a tiny little smile. Let me make sure it's cool enough. Yeah, I know that our kids appreciate when we help out with things like that. Okay. All right, so let's take everything off. Let's pre-assemble just like we always do so we can make sure that everything is where is painted the way it's supposed to and that I didn't miss anything. Okay, here's the basis for that. And let's just take our gnomies and we're going to get them put together. This goes on the other ornament. Okay, we have a beard. We have a beard. We have a hat. We have a hat. Okay. We have shoes for one. Only one has shoes. Okay. And then holding the word joy has this at the top. The nose. Hands. If you want to put polka dots on any of these, you can. Some of them had polka dots, and I just didn't do that yet. Okay, nose. A heart for this little ginger here. So this ginger goes over here. There is a spacer for this, and there's a spacer for the other one. So that goes there. A hand goes there. A heart on that. Here's our candy cane that goes to the side. Just like that. Is that right? It goes like that. Okay, perfect. And then under here, there's spacers that go right here. Okay, look how cute that is. Let me move the board and I'll slide everything up so you can see it because my thing is like too small. There we go. Okay, now you can see better. Sorry. That was a little bit too close. Okay, let's bring in our board that has all of our ornament stuff on it. Okay, here's our board with the ornament stuff. All right, so let's assemble all these. Yeah, that's the right one. Guess what? I need to paint the top part. I forgot. Okay, so let me do that. Let me grab the appropriate brushes for the top parts. That one's that color, and then the other one is red. Okay. All right, and let me just hit that with the heat gun really quick, because you know I'll touch it. Okay. Yeah, I think the smile just adds to them. Absolutely. I love giving my gingerbreads a smile. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, that goes with that. Here's the beard. Okay, this one has the red hat and has joy. There's little spacers right there. There's a beard. Okay, joy. And then this one has the shoes. And then a nose. And hands. And the holly leaf goes at the top. And then this one has the candy cane. Hands. Here's the ginger. A nose. And then we'll ink everything and we'll glue it together. I just like to pre-assemble just in case I missed something and painted it the wrong color, like I missed the top part of that. I always like to have it all ready to go before I start gluing. Nose. Okay. And a little heart. And then there's 3 little things. And I'll move this and I'll show you everything. Let me just get that out of the way. Let's scooch these up. Let's move these over. And I'll go in a little bit closer. All right. And then, oh, I never put myself back in the corner, did I? Maybe I never put myself in the corner at all. Here we are. Better late than never. All right. Hello, guys. Okay, that goes right there. Okay, so here's all our little things. So what we need to do is we need to ink everything, and then we need to start gluing. All right, and I have my glue, and I have my little sponge. Okay. All right, so I always like to do the bases first so they can be drying. So I'll ink those and do my black with my white ink. Right. And that way they can be nice and set up before we actually put them together on there. Okay. All right. Get my glue. Make sure that you put them together the correct way. All right, perfect. Okay. All right, there's the stands. They're so cute. Super cute, guys. These are going to be so fun. Okay, there's one stand. There's the other. Okay, and then we're just gonna ink everything. All right. Sorry. I mean, I'm deep in thought. I have so many things in my mind. Like, okay, I need to do this. I need to do that. I have a phone call that I have to make. Oh my goodness. So I never like to get anybody's hopes up, but there was a dog that was seen with a homeless couple, and she has the same coloring as Chloe. And so the lady wants me to check it out. Problem is that she just saw the people, she has their license plate. She doesn't know where they live, and they're homeless. They live in their car. So how do you find them? How do you find them? And the coloring's the same, but there's so many dogs like that. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So she's supposed to call me. She's supposed to call me after this. I told her I'd get done about 8 o'clock my time. And I gave her my phone number. And she's going to tell me about it. But she saw the dog this weekend. She goes, is this anybody's dog? It just seems kind of suspicious. But the dog was well groomed and looked like it was taken care of. Even though they were homeless living in their car, the dog had recently been groomed. And I was like, okay, well, at least they're taking care of it. Maybe they know how to groom it and they have access to electricity. You know, sometimes with people, their dogs are their priorities. And I told them, you know, there's many homeless people that find dogs that just take care of them, and they don't really think about returning them to somebody because they think they're helping out. That you know, and also I remember my daughter's dogs got out once, and there's a park called Lindell Lake Park that's close to our house, and homeless live around the area. And she had gotten a phone call. She was out of town, and she said, Ginger and Lexi are loose, and a homeless person found them. Can you guys go pick them up? And my husband had to go over there and pick them up at the park. Okay, let's just start gluing everything together just one at a time. But I do want to ink more on this Joy. So, I mean, I'm always an advocate where, you know, if homeless people can take care of their dogs, then you let them have their dogs. Do not take their dogs away. Now, if they found a dog and it's somebody else's dog, that's a different story. Okay, that's a different story. But yeah, so she says, I want to tell you about this dog because it does look like my dog. It does look like Chloe. But it's like, how would I find the people? She's like, well, I just took a picture of their license plate. It's like, but how do you find somebody that's homeless? How do you find them? It would be hard. My craft show is in La Mesa at the, what is the name of it? Let me see if I have the flyer right here. You know what? I don't think it'll post the picture. I'll post the flyer. So it's the one over by Hobby Lobby. Yeah, it's the one by Hobby Lobby. And I always say it wrong. St. John's. It's not St. John's. What is it? Which church is that? Judy, are you on here? It's not St. Michael's. It's not St. Luke's. It's St. Luke's. I'm going through all the saints in my head. It's St. Luke's. St. Luke's Church over by Hobby Lobby in La Mesa. It's that one. Isn't that funny? St. John, St. Luke. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. St. Michael. What are all the saints? Anyways, yeah, it's at St. Luke's. Just over there by Hobby Lobby. There's that tire store on the corner. That's where it's at. Okay, I'm just gonna get this glued together. We're just gonna glue them together one at a time as we do them. Be easier to have all the pieces together, right? Okay, and then this goes on top, and then the hands go on top of that. You know, I think I'll put some on this centerpiece too. Make sure I have enough glue where it needs to be. And then we have the nose. And we have the little holly leaf right there. And then the hands. One hand. And I'll straighten that out. And two hands. Look at how cute that is. That is so cute, guys. I love it. If you want to add polka dots or anything, you can do whatever you want to do with it. Okay, I think I should assemble these top ones because they need to stand. So I want them to be, we'll do the standing ones next. I really want them to be solid and be able to sit there for a minute before I put them into the bases. So let's do them next. Isn't that so cute though? Oh my gosh, I just love it. I love it. And there's like some stuff there. Okay, take them apart and we'll start inking everything. I love it when things come together and they're perfect. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I just have so much fun with this. I just wish I could sit here all day and do this. I wish I didn't have to have another job, but I do. Yeah. My bookkeeping job is calling me. What is today? Is it the 19th? The 20th is when I usually start doing monthly billing. So I don't have to start today, but I do have a few things to do. So not a whole lot. But yeah, it's always there. You never know because whenever they get new jobs, then I have to get them all set up and sometimes send out contracts, subcontracts. Just depends on what the how big the job is and who it's for. Some people they'll do a job, we'll do a job for them and it's just by signature. Other people they need to actually sign a contract, and so that's where I come in. I do all the contracts. Yep, Darlene does paperwork. I'm the paperwork queen. Yeah, not that I want to be, but I've been doing it forever. I actually love doing bookkeeping. I love my job. I love the people because they're just the best. They really are. I have great people in my life here and there. I really do just have a wonderful life. It's funny because I feel so lucky. I feel so lucky to have so many good things in my life. Not everybody has that. Okay, let's glue this one together. And we'll just keep gluing them like that. Thanks for sprinkling. I appreciate it. If you're not a designer, I would love if you would do that. Because let's get this out here to more people, right? Let's share the crafty love. I just love being here and doing this. This is my time of day where I get to be creative and I just get to do fun things and show you guys different projects. And I get to ooh and ah over things that like, oh, I really love that. Because, oops, I didn't ink that. Let me ink that really quick. I see things, I cut it out, but I don't paint things ahead of time usually, unless it's something that is really, I'm not sure if it's going to work at all, you know, then I'll paint it up to make sure. Okay, that goes right there. There's a spacer right here. Okay, this one does not have shoes. This is one that does not have shoes. That's going to go right there. I got the hiccups. It does have a little heart. So a little heart right there. Okay, and then this just goes right in here. So just at an angle. So I'm just going to put glue on that part of the candy cane. And then the hand goes right in there. And then we'll just set this to the side. That way this can be drying so that we can put it in the stand. And I need to plug in my glue gun too, so I can do that part. Okay, isn't he cute? He is so cute. I need a dozen of those. Can they just magically get painted? I'm telling you. Okay, let me plug in my hot glue gun so that I can secure the backs on those when I'm all done. And there we go. It can be heating up. Okay, next. Here we go. Okay, so if you want to paint polka dots on anything, you absolutely can. I'm kind of just going for more of the plain look right here. I kind of like it like that. I kind of think it looks cute like that. So, but you can do whatever you want to do. Totally up to you. If you want to do stripes, stripes are good too. You could pull out a transfer and put buffalo plaid on it. I'm kind of over the buffalo plaid on everything. I think I got too much for a while. Because if you haven't noticed, I haven't used buffalo plaid on stuff for a while. Maybe I need to get it back out. I love to use it on Christmas stuff. I love to use it with gingerbread. So maybe it's time. Maybe it is time to do that. One of these days, right? Maybe on one of the new kits that's coming. I'm not sure. I have to remember. Some of them are embroidery. There's some bling. Yeah, there's some new stuff that's coming that we'll be able to work through. Mine hasn't shipped yet. I know some people's it shipped right away, but mine has not shipped yet. Still waiting. And I'm okay with that. I was really excited to get my my next month's transfer so fast. That was fun. So I was excited for that. Okay, I'm going to get that Q-tip again, and I'm going to do these little areas where I can't really get in there with the ink pad. So I'm just going to take my Q-tip. I do have that other little brush that we used the other day that is kind of for doing this stuff, but I'm not sure where it's at. It's on here somewhere. It's is it this one? This one. Oh, this is for cheekies, but they have a little tiny one that you can use. It's like a blender brush. Okay. All right. We're getting there. But I wanted to do both projects because they use the same paint colors and basically they're the same. Just one set is the Gnome Standards and then the others are the Gnome Ornaments. Okay. All right. So let's see. Need to do white on the shoes and then we can glue this one together. Would be cute with paper and Mod Podge. Oh yeah, that would be really cute. You could definitely do that. Put some Christmas pattern on the hat. That would be cute. Maybe I'll do some more like that. The next ones. That would be fun. Hi Michelle, how are you? Hi Terry, thank you. I'm gonna drink the last of my water. Hopefully I don't have to cough. Yeah. I talked so much when I was at my craft show. My throat gets dry for days. I mean, that was just during setup because we were talking a lot. You know, I'm right close to a couple of people that I'm really good friends with. And so all during setup we're talking and people are stopping and talking and they were talking about the other craft shows. I'm in charge of, you know, 2 craft shows. One is the one that is mine and one is the preschool one. So getting that all ready. So the preschool one is always on Election Tuesday. It opens the night before. And we weren't sure if we're going to be able to have it or not because there was a conflict. And we got that all ironed out, which is great. Because people rely on that. The school relies on that for their fundraiser. And crafters rely on that money. So I was glad it all worked out. Okay, the word joy. We're going to put some glue on here, here, and I'll put some on the center parts too. Make sure I put it down on there, and then the hands. And then this can just be set to the side and can dry. So, like I said, if you wanted to put little polka dots on the hat, that would be cute, or stripes. Totally up to you. These ones I'm just going to do plain. Just going to leave them like this. Okay, going to set that to the side, and then bring in, I have 2 more ornaments and then we can finish all these up. Stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down. Okay. My little snowflakes, I'm doing just a tiny bit on the edges, just barely, guys. All right. Oh my goodness. Well, it is just exhausting sometimes. I have to tell you that this craft show really showed me that it's a lot of work. And it wasn't just me. There was another person there that she had the same surgery as I had. And she was looking pretty tired too. She had it a week before I did. So maybe it was 2 weeks before. Anyway, so her recovery, she's just a couple weeks ahead of me. But she'd had a few complications with her surgery. I didn't have any complications. She actually has to go back and have another surgery to repair something that happened during this surgery. And I'm like, I am so grateful that didn't happen to me. I am just so glad that mine was so successful. But yeah, she was tired. She was tired like I was. I was like, we are both just two peas in a pod. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and glue that together. And then we have one more. And then we'll be done, guys. We'll get the jute. I'm just going to put jute on these. I decided no beads. Okay. So sometimes I'll put beads and ribbon. But I kind of think that they just need to be more plain. Don't you think on the gnomes that they just need jute? They don't need the ribbon. If you want to put beads or ribbon, you can. I didn't include it in the kits because I feel like they don't really need them. I feel like they just need to have just the jute. Okay, so I'm going to use the little sponge for the small stuff. Okay, that's going to go just like that. I know a lot of times there's a hat band, but there isn't on these. These are just the way they are. Okay, we're almost there. And then we'll put those in the stands, and then by the time that those go in the stands, these will be ready to put the jute on, because I really just feel like they only need jute. But like I said, you can add beads. I'm sure you have your own beads. The kits only have jute on these, so there's like, hang on, a little bit of extra glue got in there. All right. Okay. Like a little bubble of glue went down where it wasn't supposed to be. All right. Just trying to tap a little bit on there. I don't want too much. Just want just enough. Okay, there's that. Okay, then here's this guy. Let's take him apart and let's do the ink. All right. So this is the last one. I have so many more projects coming up. I just don't have enough time for everything, guys. Oh my goodness. Just wish I had more time in my day. And I have a lot of orders from you guys. So keep in mind that there are quite a few orders. And it will just take a few days extra. Because when I have a sale like this, it's not unusual for people to be ordering, you know, $200 worth of product. I actually have one that's $400. So just keep in mind that the orders probably won't go out same day like they normally do. It will take a little bit of time. So just give me some grace. All right, we're almost there. Almost there, guys. Get this little candy cane. I'm going to use the Q-tip to get right inside there because I don't want to mess it up. So, all right. And that's the last part. And then we just glue it together. Hi, Jana. How are you? Thank you. The glue that I'm using is this. This is what I like to use lately. It's Art Glitter Designer Adhesive. And let me drop you the link because I just ordered some off of Amazon. I really, really, really like that glue because it dries really quickly. Like this is already solid. You can barely move it. Okay, so you could pick that up and it's not going to fall apart. Let me grab the link for you so that you have it. And other people might want it too. I have way too many things on my Amazon that just recently came in. You guys, holy cow. And plus I do a lot of charity donations. I did a school, I did out at the Slab City, I donated to them. Let me open it and do that. So this is the Art Glitter Glue. Open, please. I'll give you the link so you can have the direct link. It'll make it easier for you. Come on, please. Hello. And I get a couple of pennies, like maybe 20 cents when you guys order. I get just a tiny amount of commission. Okay. There we go. Well, if you would just not sleep, I get more done. Exactly. Well, that was why I didn't go back to sleep today. So since I came home from the craft show and fell asleep, I don't know if you heard that story. So I got done at the craft show at 4. I got home by 4:30. I was asleep by 5. I woke up at 11 o'clock last night and I didn't go back to sleep. I just stayed up because I'm like, why should I go back to sleep? I already slept like 6 hours. So, yeah, if I didn't sleep at all, that would be so much better. So that's the link for the glue. I love that glue. It works really good for me. It dries clear and it also dries quickly. So so I can, it's solid. But you can move it like the first minute or 2 minutes, you can still move it in case you made a mistake. So I didn't want it to dry so quickly. Like some of the super glue stuff is just way too quick for me, because what happens is if you made a mistake, then you're peeling it up and you're peeling up part of the wood. Okay, so I'm going to press this down, and within 2 minutes, it's going to be solid enough that it's not going to be moving on me. Okay, there's that. Okay, all right, let's put the standing gnomes together, and then we'll put string on these. We'll put the jute on these. Aren't they so cute? They are so stinking cute, guys. I love them. And like someone suggested, you could put scrapbook paper at the top. Okay, here's these guys. These are standers. Every little bit adds. Absolutely, for sure. I know, 20 cents here. I think I get maybe not even $10 through Amazon for being an associate. But guys, yeah, it does add up. So, and plus it helps you guys that you have the link. So I always, if I have the link there, I'm going to give it to you guys. Okay, usually I'll try it in the base and make sure it fits first. I didn't do that. I'm sure it fits. Okay, and then I'm going to hot glue. I'm going to hot glue it on there. Okay, so just press hard, and then I'm going to take my Q-tip. I'm going to clean up the excess glue that comes out. There's like a little tiny bit that's going to come out. I'm going to clean that up. Maybe I need another Q-tip. Probably need a clean Q-tip. That might help. Oh, here's one. Okay. Aren't they so cute? He's adorable. Okay, so that's the stand. I'm going to use the hot glue to secure the back part. Okay, so just press it down in there, clean up the excess glue, and then I always run a bead of the glue on the back because I want it to stay. I don't want that to come detached. Okay, so I'm going to run a bead of glue along the back with my hot glue gun. Aren't they adorable? I just love them. Okay, here's my hot glue gun. I plugged it in just for that reason. And all I do, guys, this is what I do. I take that and I run a bead. So I'll do the first bead and I just kind of do a simple little long bead of glue. And then I do a second one over the top of that. So it's a little bit thicker. And nobody's going to see the back part. That's going to keep it so that it's not going to detach. And also at that point, I look at it and go, are we straight? Are we standing up straight? And that's when you can adjust it and make it stand up straight, because it might lean a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to run my bead of glue. I usually do this when you guys aren't watching, but I like to show you what I do because this helps me at the craft show. These aren't going to detach. They're going to be on there, and that way when my customer takes it up to the register, they're not going to have it separated and wonder, what does this go to? Okay, let's bring in the jute. Let's put jute on these guys. We're not doing beads, like I said. No beads for these today. No ribbon. These guys are plain. We're just going to take our jute, and it's really easy. Okay, so all we're going to do, guys, we're going to fold that in half and then pinch it. Okay, pinch that. Goes through the hole. Okay, open that up, grab the tails, and pull. Okay, and it makes like that notch, that half notch right there. And then just tie it. And you only need it to be about that long. Okay, so you don't want it to be extremely long and hang like 6 inches. Okay, it's going to hang about 3 inches. I think they're adorable. I love them. Okay, and then do the same for all of them. Just pinch that, run it through that hole, grab the tails. We're almost done, guys. Thanks for hanging in there. Aren't these so fun? I need a whole tree of just gnomes. don't I? Okay, so my daughter's gonna start helping paint a little bit. Tara's having some scheduling conflicts with kids and sports and stuff, and she's a cheerleading instructor, or what do I want to say? She's helping. So she's not just a cheer mom. She actually is doing the routines and all of that, helping train the girls. So she's a little busy at night. So my daughter's going to start painting for me, and I think these gnomes need to be her first project. I think I need a dozen of each of them. There we go. All right, so there's those. There's these. I think they're just adorable. So thanks for being here, guys. I'm going to put you up to myself. Somehow. There we go. Thanks for being here. Those are going to be so cute. I love them. I love these guys too. They're so fun. All right. Yay. And maybe I'll take a little bit of nap before I start my job, since I have been up since 11 o'clock last night. But, you know, it's hard when you sleep a long time and you're like, I'm awake. I just need to do stuff. So I did get a bunch of more things added to the website. If you want to order, if your order is $25 or more, it's going to be 25% off, and that's till midnight tonight. The sale cut off last night, and then I'm like, okay, there's a couple of people that were struggling to get their order in. I'm going to go ahead and extend it. Just, you know, that was just easier for me to do that. So, all right, guys, thanks for being here. I love you guys. Let me see if there's any questions. Oh, be cute with speckles. Yeah, you could definitely speckle it. Yeah. Here's the thing. You're the artist. You get to choose what you do to it, if you want to do a little or a lot. Absolutely. Or do all of them different, for sure. So, all right. I'm going to cough. So I'm going to go. All right. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you.